Please welcome him with an applause.
Thank you. Thank you. Please sit down. Let me thank you very much and thank Sheikh Amin Bonsu and the whole team from the Ghana Muslim Mission for honoring us with this visit. Of course, I know several of those who were introduced, including Malik, and so when he said from Bole, I said no, he's from Nimange. Nimange is the Muslim quarter of Bole, and that's where all the sheikhs and malams and everybody are. So. But I'm happy to see all of you and to thank you for this visit, but also to thank you for the prayers that you offered for our victory in the last election. I remember that my visit to Kumasi was in the heat of the campaign. And after we finished what we were doing, Sheikh Amin Bonsu offered special prayers for peaceful elections and said if it is the will of Allah, then Allah should grant us victory. And he heard our prayers and he did grant us victory. And so it's your prayers and your encouragement that have inspired us to continue to do the work that we're doing. And by Allah's grace, things are responding quite well. I mean, even beyond our own wildest imagination. When we came into office, I pinched myself and said, what trouble have you gotten yourself into? Because when we saw the economic numbers and all that, and I mean the way things were haywire, we realized that we had really bitten quite a lot, and that God should help us to have the jaws and the mouth to be able to chew what we had bitten. And happily, he listened to our prayers. It's taking a lot of hard work. It's taking fiscal discipline. We've had to be in discipline, all the appointees. We made a promise to appoint not more than 60 ministers, and some people said, how are you going to work with only 60 ministers? As I speak today, we're working with 58 ministers because, unfortunately, they say Allah gives and Allah takes. He took 2 of our comrades, and we haven't filled those positions yet. I can see people speculating he's going to appoint a new defense minister, a new environment minister. We're not in a hurry. I'll do those appointments next year after the holiday, the Christmas and the New Year. Will fill those positions. And so those speculating about somebody going to be appointed tomorrow and all that, I mean, just take your time. Go and enjoy Christmas, and then after Christmas, we will take a decision on those ones. But I wish to appreciate the work the Ghana Muslim Mission is doing, especially in the education space. It's not the first time that I have been with them. I've been with them several times. They've invited me and I've responded. And even they've invited me not only when I was president or in office, even when I was in opposition, they invited me several times to be part of their program. And I remember one of the programs I was together with the sitting vice president at the same event. And I want to thank them. The last one was in Kumasi, where we carried out the event at the senior high school. And the good thing about that program was that it gave us the platform to be able to outline our vision and our promises to the Muslim communities across the country. And so I'm happy that Sheikh is here with his team, because several of those promises we made, we have fulfilled. We promised to reduce the price of Hajj, and we did so. And it's going to go down even further, because this year is 60,000 instead of 62,000. So everybody saves another 2,000. And we've sent the team to Mecca. They are preparing a very good place where our Muslims will stay very comfortably and be able to go and perform all the rituals of the Hajj. We also promised to add an additional holiday to the Eid al-Fitr holiday, and by God's grace, we're able to fulfill that this year. And it's going to continue. we promised that we will continue the work we started at the Al Farouk College of Education. At the time we left in 2016, there were 8 separate projects ongoing, from hostels to classrooms to all kinds of things. And after we left office, they came to a halt completely. And so this year we add the GET Fund to go and scope all those projects and start and complete all the 8 projects. And so that is going to happen. And as Sheikh himself said, we promise to absorb the College of Education when we come into office. And I'm happy that Allah has given us the strength to be able to do that. Our challenge, our vision is to target deprived communities especially, and be able to execute our social interventions, not only in education, but also in skills building, in income generation, and all the others. And that's why with the National Apprenticeship Program, we've asked the organizations involved to target especially the deprived communities. And a lot of those deprived communities are, to a large extent, communities that are majority Muslim. And so I urge that, organizations like yours take advantage of all those programs, the Jumara program, the National Apprenticeship Program, the Million Coders Program, and all the other programs that seek to equip our young people with skills to go into the world of work. There are other programs that we're rolling out, like the poultry revitalization program, where we're giving families 50 pullets. They call them pullets because they are not the old chicks. They're about 4 weeks old. They've taken all the injections. So you just look after them for another 4 to 5 weeks and they're ready to go to the market. And so we think that many of our communities can take advantage of all those. And you don't need to be unemployed to do it. You can be a teacher. And if every 4 or 5 weeks you have 50 chickens to sell, that money is going to go into your pocket and supplement your income. You can be a nurse. You can do it. If you have a small backyard, you can enroll in the program. With regards to school buses, we're doing 200 school buses next year in 2026. And so it's timely that you came now so that we make sure and you put your case very well that you've been denied since that small yellow bus. I remember that small yellow bus. Bolle Secondary got one of them. And since then, you've not been considered for school buses. And so we'll make sure that we inform the Minister of Education so that he can make up for what you have lost in the past by assigning a number of school buses to your institutions. But let me finally say we appreciate the Ghana Muslim Mission. We appreciate your discipline. We appreciate your hard work. And I believe that you are good disciples of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And of course, I say that in every religion, it is the lives and works of the prophets that we try to emulate. And so if you want to be a good Muslim, you must emulate the life and works of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If you say you're a good Christian, you must emulate the life and works of Jesus Christ. And so I believe the Ghana Muslim Mission, if you look at the members and you interact with them, their discipline and how they practice their religion, I think that you are a model for all other faiths to follow. And so without talking too much, I want to thank you. We will wait for the letter. I don't know if we've received it yet, but we'll see how we can accommodate it. The notice is a bit short, and one is being requested to so many places, especially in December, both external and internal. But we'll see how we can accommodate it so that by Allah's grace we shall be together again. I thank you very much.